Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We got our third and final video today on this Thirsty Thursday. Bekah Martinez tries to cancel crazy troll. People say cancel as if it's a bad thing. Sometimes people do and or say things that are rude, mean, harmful, and it's like, it's up to it's almost like your civic duty to call people out because they're going to do, say, or be mean to somebody else. And being mean is one thing, but being aggressive and being dangerous is another. So in this story, I fully endorse what Bekah did, and we're going to share that with you guys in a second. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals for stand-up show updates, comedy clips, and things like that. Also, every day, patreon.com/Dave Neal. For the podcast, we've got different sponsors that come and go. Green Chef, an edible sponsor, and vitamins. And I'm sharing with you guys on the Patreon sort of the negotiation that happens with the behind the scenes. So if you're ever interested in starting a podcast or a YouTube channel, maybe the Patreon would be an interesting place for you to come and join us to see what that kind of negotiation is like. All right, we'll get into Bekah in a second, but first we have Madison Pruitt, good friend of the program, is sponsoring, or she is sponsored by Nordic Trek here, which is lovely. I think that's a great idea. Good for her. Oh, let's open this wider here. But I got to tell you what, I would be that happy too if I was only 15 seconds into the race. There she is, 15 seconds in. But either way, I'm so jealous that, why doesn't Nordic Trek sponsor me? Can somebody get me? I got one of those standing treadmills that I work on, but it's hard to get a good workout in when you're stuck to your desk. All right, but either way, speaking of work from home, Bekah Martinez, of course, always making the headlines in the Bachelor world. Well, she had someone reach out to her and say some nasty things. She pretty much explains the whole story here, so let's have a listen.
Sorry, I was going to give an update last night, but I passed out with the kids at like 8 o'clock. Okay, so for those who don't know, basically this woman sent me probably the most vile messages I've ever received on social media, totally unprompted.
By the way, if Bekah Martinez says these are the most vile messages she's ever received, they have to be bad, because we know Bekah has received some hate in the past. She's had child protective services called on her, right? She's had people threaten to, crazy things.
It was actually after me just like posting a dime ad, and then it just got crazy. Anyway, just use your imagination, the worst thing, I hope that the unborn baby in your womb, this happens to it and this happens to it, and you better watch out, da 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 da. Anyway, this is off Not a Burner account, and so the thing is people were asking why I didn't report it to the police, because this girl is a sorority girl who has a marketing job on the East Coast. And yeah, she was trying to get a rise out of me. Don't think she's actually going to do anything to my family. Anyway, I found where she works, and I just sent an email to the HR being like, hey, just want to make you aware, one of your employees was sending these disturbing and threatening messages to me during work day hours.
Let me tell you guys this. If I ever hire somebody and they work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or whatever, and you find out that they're sending you crazy messages during work hours, let me know. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Anyone can send any message they want, but it's excuse me, Jill was sending me these harassing messages while she's working for you. So maybe you want to run that up the chain and talk to her about that.
Throughout her work day, and she's somebody who her part of her thing is public communications. It says all that on her LinkedIn, and it was definitely her, because anyway, the states listed on her Instagram bio and the education listed on her Facebook, all of
Teresa in the comment section on Patreon says, good, it's time to fight back. That's the most American thing that you can do, is fight back on the trolls. And yeah, Bekah did her due diligence. She found the person on LinkedIn. She's doing exactly, and we're going to go back to what Bekah says to finish the thought here. She's doing exactly what Brianna Madia did. We covered this story. She found the identity of 200 of her cyber bullies. And here's what Brianna Madia did.
And as wide as I need to.
Go.
Because I'm going to make sure everyone knows what this has been like. And I'm going to make sure anyone who ever wants to leave another nasty, anonymous comment thinks twice.
So then here she goes and she shares. And yeah, so I covered this already when I was in Bali here. But she says, without further ado, here's a few of the people who effed around and are about to find out. And it caused quite a stir because, you know, when we hear about trolls, we just think of some crazy person in the basement. These are nurses and teachers and people that just work in society that clearly have issues unresolved, and they take them to people's DMs. And good on Bekah for calling that out.
All of that matched up with LinkedIn, and it was a unique name, so it was definitely her. So they got back to me, and they were like, we'll investigate this immediately. Like, please send all screenshots and whatever. And so I did, and then I just didn't hear back from them. So sorry, this is a super disappointing update, but I'm guessing that they're just not gonna pursue anything with it, which is fine. I actually, like, as I was sending the screenshots of all that, I was like, I don't know. I was like, am I the arbiter of justice? Like,
yes.
Should I be
place those boundaries. If someone is that egregious where they want to say real hurtful things to you, come at them.
Trying to take, like, is it my job to hold this person accountable? I don't know if I really think that. And I was like, you know, am I the keeper of karma? Like, maybe I just gotta trust the universe is gonna handle it. So to be honest, it was kind of giving me anxiety after I sent everything to the HR person. And so now I'm just kind of like, you know what? All right, that is what it is meant to be. And I gotta learn to just, like, let someone... I mean, it would be different if she was, like, working in childcare. Then I'd probably be like, okay, no, this person is saying really scary things about kids. Like, this person really... I actually am concerned that this person is working with kids. But let go and let God, as they say. Granted that Gray and I both were like, well, yeah, we would want someone to tell us if our employee on company time was harassing people on the internet, saying, like, really scary things. So I don't know, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. It's interesting.
It's interesting. And I'll say this, Bekah, it's not your job to fight back, but if you have a free minute, maybe you're in line waiting to go to the dentist and you want to, absolutely. Like, don't make it your identity and your life's purpose to fight all of them. But if you see someone and they blatantly want to disrespect you and say crazy things like that, I say go for it. There's a lot of hate out there. You know, Chriselle on this current season of Selling Sunset, she's getting in a fight with Nicole. And, you know, I hate to be on Chriselle's side because for the most part, I haven't really liked Chriselle's attitude towards a lot of issues. But again, it's a show where, you know, who knows what's going on out there. She had to post this. It's been brought to my attention that Nicole's camp is reportedly receiving death threats. So she had to, like, tell people to, like, hey, quit being crazy. It's almost futile to discuss this ad nauseum because people are being crazy. But good friend of the show, Taylor Lautner, who's married to Taylor Lautner, that's right, his wife has the same name as him, both named Taylor Lautner, had commented about the hate he's been receiving. And what's interesting, I'm going to share this with you. One of the people that sent him hate left a comment, and that's what's annoying is usually when you expose someone's hate, they immediately feel bad because they're just seeking attention because they're hurt people. And there's just always, it's like you can't, you know, it's almost like there's 100,000 hecklers, and for everyone that you shut up, another one just pops up in its place, and it's almost like a never-ending zombie apocalypse.
Hey guys,
spread love.
I just got back from a run. I was feeling really good about myself, you know, trying to stay healthy, both physically and mentally. And I felt compelled to share something with you because when I got back from that run, I hopped on Instagram. I read a post from last week when Tay and I were in New York to do press about the squeeze, and we went on this show, and they recently posted about it, and I was going through the comments, and it brought up old feelings and memories. Why?
So I think Caitlin Bristow had this quote: "When you search for negative things about yourself, you'll find it." So of course he found some negative comments his way.
I don't look through comments, but I'm in a different place now, and I just felt compelled to share this with you. So I'm gonna play a little. I'm gonna show you the comments, and then I'll be right back.
So he showed these comments of people, making fun of him. Someone said not aging well, right? And then he actually pinned with a comment from the person who said not aging well, and they apologized. I don't know if I can find it out here. Here it is. This person right here. So this was a different comment. Someone said they were one of the people that sent him hate right here. Someone said he did not age well. By the way, he's 31. He looks great. Someone says, damn, he looks like trash. Wait, he looks so old. WTF happened. So this person who called him old responded, hey, Taylor Lautner, I think it's good that you called me out. I should have expressed myself differently, and I never meant to hurt you in any way. I never meant to hurt you. Shut up. The reason I wrote this was really because it made me realize that I aged as well, because I grew up with you, seeing you in my TV. When I see actors I used to watch grow old, it reminds me of my own age. I deeply apologize and will watch my words in the future. I know they can harm a lot. I wish you nothing but happiness. And I believe he responded or pinned it. And it just goes to show it sucks that you have to expose individuals. I think the way Bekah did that is good. It's like, if you want to come for someone directly into their DMs, call them out. Now, would I personally want to have someone lose their job? No. But Bekah raises a good point. If you're a business owner, you want to make sure your employees are not harassing other people during their work time, at the very least. Anyway, here are the Lautners right here. That's Taylor Lautner on the left and Taylor Lautner on the right. Oh no, hold on, I have it wrong. That's on the right, it's Taylor Lautner. On the left, that's Taylor Lautner.
The people.
Love this. This is Good Morning
We
Football.
love you guys.
This is the first couple, because you said you actually watch our show.
Oh, yeah.
I put it on. I wake up before him and I put it on and have my coffee.
Oh, Tay?
Every morning.
Say hi to the people.
All right, so there they are. Hey, he's looking great. He's 31 years young, but of course, you're just never going to please everyone. I get really annoyed at people that comment on celebrity. Oh, he's aged poorly. You know what I mean? People will say Tom Cruise, right? People say he looks terrible. Whatever. The dude's like 99 years old. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure, he's had to like steal the blood of the youth to whatever, allegedly. But he's whatever. Oh, he looks so terrible. He's 60. You creep. Put on some sunblock and don't stare into the sun. You know what I mean? So anyway, good on Bekah for calling out the crazy trolls. You've got my endorsement. Keep it going. And by the way, she didn't share the person's name publicly. She could have done that. I always say this, and we've had this discussion with Brianna Media. We've covered this extensively. If somebody's information, who they are, I don't consider it doxing. Doxing is when you share someone's address and their phone number. But if Billy Joel 727 wants to leave a comment and I know who that person is, I'm gonna out them and be like, you know what? This is who this is. They want to leave trash on my page. I want you guys to know who this person is. Stand by your words. If you're going to say something, stand by it or cower. Either way, you're going to receive the karma that exists out there. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. And I guess that's what Bekah's doing here. It's spreading love, because it's saying, I just don't stand for that. And again, the other option is to just let it go. But I think it's well within your right to fight back. All right, let me know what you guys think. Fight back in the comment section. Keep it positive, and we'll have more content coming your way this afternoon. Oh, by the way, Bachelor Rush Hour this afternoon. I'm going to be covering a couple stories we didn't get to today. As always, we've got so much content here. Can't get to it all. Katie Thurston discusses how much money her OnlyFeet has made. That's a private account for her for her toes. That's right. She's really nailing it out there. All right, and she's soul searching, if you will, and I'm going to share all of that on today's Bachelor Rush Hour. Link in the comment section. Go to bachelorrushhour.com or type in Bachelor Rush Hour wherever you listen to podcasts. It's free and it'll be available every afternoon. All right, we'll be back later. Bye, everybody.